Coming up, we're now learning more about yesterday's officer-involved shooting, who the gunman was, and why neighbors say they're shocked. Plus, many saw the first snowflakes fall today, but will your commute be snowy and slushy tomorrow? And service members across the country being honored today, how the nation and local schools have shown their support.
Now, live, this is Fox 21 News at 6:30.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Aisha Morales. We now know the name of the suspect in last night's officer-involved shooting in a Colorado Springs neighborhood. His name is Dana Bruce Ott, 63 years old. He's a man witnesses say threatened others with a gun while walking around the 5100 block of Lanigan Street, which is the Mountain Shadows area. Officers say Ott was armed when they made it to the scene last night. He approached the officers, and that's when shots were fired. At last check, Ott, we're told, is in the hospital in critical condition. The two officers involved and their names have not yet been released. A neighbor in the area we spoke to today says she never expected him to do this.
We've just seen him walking around the neighborhood, and his dog and our dog kind of interact, and his dog comes and hangs out with ours, but he's been really normal and peaceful and never been anything crazy.
Colorado Springs police officers are not equipped with body cameras at this time. CSPD also says the police vehicles on scene were also not equipped with dash cams. Well, this morning's commute causing all sorts of problems for drivers across Colorado. Here locally, we checked out Monument Hill on I-25, and traffic was pretty much stop and go there. Some of our viewers also sending in their photos of the first snowfall. Martha sending this photo in from Chipeta Park today near Highway 24 and Green Mountain Falls. Meanwhile, Vanessa sending this in from Albert, showing us even dogs were out today enjoying the snowy weather. So cute. But not all were happy with the snowflakes. Our viewer Sean snapped this photo in Colorado Springs with the caption, "Guess I'm not sitting in this chair this morning." First snow of the season stormed in today, but what can we expect for tonight? Meteorologist Jeff Womack tells us in tonight's Fox FASTCAST. Hey, Jeff.
Hi, Aisha. Boy, things drying up for a time now, but things are very crisp out there as we're already down to 39, 50 degrees in Pueblo. The trick is we've got that wind still racing through here right around 20 miles per hour. Make that 23 miles per hour. Light winds, meantime, around La Junta and Lamar, and we've got a little bit of a northeasterly breeze here in the Springs. 39 right now, 36 around the Air Force Academy. Of course, cooler around Monument and Woodland Park at 24. But now we factor in that wind chill. Yes, it feels like the teens. 13 degrees colder than it was exactly 24 hours ago, almost 20 degrees colder in La Junta, and a full 20 degrees colder in Springfield. So we've got the chill in the air, not many clouds to insulate what little heat we have. So it'll be a cold start tomorrow, 29 degrees as we start things out at 7 a.m. We'll be back only into the 40s tomorrow. That's not because we don't have sunshine, though. That will be in full supply here the next couple of days. For Pueblo, we too starting things out into the 20s and then headed into the 50s for you as you go through the afternoon tomorrow. So again, clear and cold tonight. We just saw the picture of the pup there. Make sure to take the pets in. Temperatures, they are slowly making a comeback. We have got a sunny weekend for you in store. I'm going to show you all the details on that in just a couple of minutes. Aisha?
Thanks so much, Jeff. We have a safety alert for you tonight. Pueblo police are looking for a man they say chased a boy towards his school, threatening to shoot him and all other students. It happened Tuesday morning near the area of St. Therese Catholic School, which is on Goodnight Avenue. The boy tells police the man chased him for several blocks, cursing at him and even reaching at his waist like he had a weapon. After the boy notified officials, the school was put on a temporary lockdown while police searched the area. The suspect is described as a white man between 30 and 40 years old, about 5'8", with a thin build, medium-length brown hair and beard. He was last seen wearing a baggy green jacket, a Chicago Bulls jersey, and baggy blue jeans. Anyone with information is asked to call Pueblo Crime Stoppers at 542-STOP. President Obama headed to Arlington National Cemetery today, where he thanked America's veterans for their service and addressed some of their unique challenges. Mary Maloney has more.
There are more than 19 million living U.S. veterans, and today is the day Americans give thanks to each and every one of them. At Arlington National Cemetery this morning, President Obama laid the traditional wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier.
Present! Oath!
Then delivered remarks thanking vets.
Whether you served proudly in the Army, Navy,
Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard, you are part of an unbroken chain of patriots who have served this country with honor through the life of our nation.
And highlighting the administration's efforts to better help those veterans.
In recent years, we've made historic investments to boost the VA budget, expand benefits, offer more mental health care and improved care for our wounded warriors, especially those with post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury.
But the president admitted there are still challenges following the 2014 scandal involving extended wait times and lack of access to health care at Veterans Affairs facilities across the country.
My message to every single veteran, to veterans all across this country, is that I am still not satisfied.
VA Secretary Robert McDonald today agreed.
I would say that we're making progress at the VA, but we're not where we need to be yet.
Veteran unemployment is one area that's improved, according to the White House. And Obama ended his remarks by encouraging Americans to hire veterans, saying,
"Our tributes today will also ring hollow if we don't provide our veterans with the jobs and opportunities that you need when you come home."
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
Well, local schools also celebrating Veterans Day today at Mitchell High School. Students recognize staff and family members who are veterans or currently serving in the military. Also at today's events, a Veterans Assembly and a flag folding ceremony. The high school's Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps cadets also visiting veterans across the city. At Carmel Middle School, students toured armored vehicles and Humvees on campus, learning about the past, present, and future of our service members. And multiple Army leaders spoke to classes throughout the day. New tonight, a 33-year-old Pueblo man is killed in a car crash overnight. It happened just after 9 o'clock near Slocum Road and Highway 94 near Schriever Air Force Base. Police say a driver in a Ford Ranger heading southbound on Slocum Road failed to stop at the intersection. The driver then went off the road, hitting a pole, slammed through a barbed wire fence, continuing off the embankment and striking yet another fence. The driver died at the scene. He was not wearing a seatbelt. A traffic alert for you tonight. Drivers in southern Colorado Springs will see lane closures on I-25 starting tomorrow. This is so crews can repair the Highway 85 overpass. It's happening between South Academy Boulevard and the Lake Avenue and Circle Drive exit. The highway will be reduced to one lane in each direction. Closures start tomorrow night, 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. Friday, then again from 8 p.m. Sunday into 6 a.m. Monday morning. Saturday night, the entire interstate will be closed between Cimarron Street and Nevada Avenue. That starts at 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. Sunday. And tonight's good news, it's signing day for 3 athletes from a Colorado Springs high school. And all of the girls are heading to D1 schools next year. 2 of them play basketball and the other plays soccer. One of the girls will even be shooting hoops at CSU starting next fall. All of them say they are excited. Their hard work has finally paid off.
It's a lot of work, a lot of hours outside of just regular practice.
Really excited, and I really hope to do really well at the school, and I'm just excited but nervous at the same time.
Congrats to them. Less than 1% of athletes get scholarships to play sports after high school, let alone playing D1. Still had the Broncos getting ready to take on the Chiefs at home this Sunday. Hear why Kubiak is concerned about the team's penalties. And colder temperatures taking hold this evening, but will tomorrow hold these same conditions? Jeff will tell you right after the break.
Fish Company is partnering with Fox 21 News to bring you tonight's FASTCAST. Honey smoked salmon with super concentrated omega-3s. The secret's in the fire.
There's a place where hard work is king, where people punch in early and leave late. And so is it any surprise that when a true hero is born, that they come from a place like this? Ram salutes the heroes of the Hunger Games. See the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 November 20th. Get 0% APR for 75 months on a 2015 Ram 1500 model now. Get 0% APR for 75 months plus $7,000 in total values on 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab models in stock the longest.
Wait, isn't it? I think that's it. This is Crystal. Her dream is to be a roller derby girl.
ready, set, go straight to Colorado Springs Dodge during our end-of-the-year Black Friday Blockbuster Sales event. Going on now. On the final lap, a new Dodge starts $149. Save up to $12,000 off MSRP on new Ram truck. All credit apps accepted, and we need your trade no matter what you owe. You're always the winner at Colorado Springs Dodge, and remember,
nobody beats a deal, deal, nobody. If my Graham can't meet or beat a bona fide deal, I'll give you the card.
So what brought you guys into Bob's Discount Mattresses?
We were looking everywhere for an affordable guest mattress.
So we're driving down the street and we just look at each other and we say,
Bob's got it. It was so affordable. We got a mattress for our guest room and a new one for us.
both for less than the other guys.
Thanks for buying locally owned and operated. For the best mattresses at the best prices, stop by one of our 4 locations today. Nevada and Southgate, Union and Academy, Monument, and Powers and North Carefree.
Bob's got it.
Start your day with the only Emmy Award-winning newscast in Southern Colorado. Fox 21 Morning News. On air, online, and on the go. Right now.
Hey, good evening. The first taste of winter for a lot of us, but I know those of you to the south really didn't see that much snow, but it will be coming. Meantime, let's take a look at the first snow around Briargate here early this morning. Then this storm as the winds kicked in. This is what a lot of you saw going in. Justin sending this to us. And, of course, this being Veterans Day. Look how the skies cleared out. Just gorgeous. The winds, though, it took them a while to ease up, but this gorgeous shot provided by Larry. Make sure you get yours to us on our Facebook page and at fox21news.com so we can really have the story hit home. We love getting those photos in. All right, snow totals for today. The big winner, Wolf Creek Pass there with 10 inches this morning, and then southeast Teller County 6. Then we go to North Black Forest, we got 3, but then right about South Black Forest, that was right about the gradient with 1 inch being reported by spotters there. All right, 23-mile-an-hour winds right now here around Pueblo, 13-mile-per-hour winds currently in El Paso counties. We've got 39 degrees to go along with that. Still feeling those 50s here around the Pueblo area. Now, for tonight, things are going to cool down quick. We're talking 33 degrees, maybe a few high clouds if we're lucky, clear skies, and then going down to 30, 27 degrees by midnight. All right, we've got clear skies pretty much all across the west right now, and that is just going to add to the chilly right here because what little heat we have, that'll certainly radiate away. The good news for us is we don't have the snow cover on the ground that, say, Denver does in northeastern Colorado. High pressure is going to get to work and build in here over the next couple of days, and that'll certainly mean clear skies in the afternoon, too. It'll be a gradual warming, but we'll get there. Clear and chilly once again overnight tonight, and the coldest temperatures look to be with us Friday. Cold tonight, there'll be some shivering going on. 21 degrees for overnight lows. We get into the teens here in Pueblo. Let me show you the hour-to-hour scene. Most spots look to stay into the mid-20s, but sometimes these simulations, they go a little bit warmer than what we'll actually be looking at. 50s are back tomorrow in Fountain. We've got the 40s meantime across the board to the north and for Teller County. And then to the San Luis Valley, be looking at temperatures topping out to the upper 40s, but no shortage of sunshine. High pressure providing generous sunshine across the plains be enough to bring us back near 60 degrees a lot of places there, but not here around El Paso County. In fact, we'll be lucky to get to 48 late. 50s across the Friday and Saturday. Now, we're already looking at our next system moving in about the same timing as this one, right about Tuesday there, and cooler temperatures with that. So what I'm saying is enjoy this intermission. Temperatures tomorrow, Thursday, you'll spend it in the 50s around Pueblo, and then the 60s are back with us by the time we get into Saturday and Sunday. Make sure to take us along on the Fox 21 weather app powered by Fox 21 News and brought to you by Hugh Berger Motors. So, finally get a little bit of break from it, but that cold air is a little reluctant to leave us. We will retrieve the heat, though, here over the next couple of days.
I'm not complaining. A little bit of snow, and then the weekend's looking great.
Well, we got to get the first couple of systems out of the way. You know, it's kind of like a little bit of initiation.
That's true. Thanks so much, Jeff.
You got it.
Well, coming up next, an event paying tribute to military personnel and first responders is coming to a local venue. From military and bagpipe bands to more than 400 performers. You don't want to miss it. How you can get tickets is next.
Fox 21 Morning News, parents tricked into buying so-called healthy foods that's not very healthy.
Plus, we'll find out about Cheyenne Mountain Zoo's fall camp for kids.
Watch Fox 21 Morning News tomorrow starting at 5 a.m.
Fox Wednesday, the drama is heating up.
I don't trust him.
You don't know him.
And there's only 3 episodes until the fall finale.
We need to be handling business, not booty.
We're going to get paid 10 times what we ask.
Empire.
Tonight at 8 on Fox 21.
Sometimes we get busy, caught up in our lists of things to do. And sometimes life has a way of reminding us what really matters. Bank of Colorado captured the remarkable stories of all the places we call home. See them at whycommunitymatters.com.
Hello, welcome to AdStaff. Let's step inside. Since 1984, AdStaff has been the gold standard of staffing throughout the Pikes Peak region. I'm Kelly Schaefer, and at AdStaff, there are 18 of us working for you. With over 200 years of staffing and human resources experience, AdStaff provides staffing for technical, accounting, administrative, and medical positions, plus executive recruiting for professional positions.
Hi, I'm Carrie Schaefer. Please call AdStaff at 528-8888.
At Brakes Plus, we take care of your car and you. Every detail counts. We give free estimates before any work is done. Plus, our certified technicians know your time is valuable, so same-day service is always our priority. Plus, we offer a free shuttle to work or home. Right now, get our premium brake package for only $79. Service you can trust at a price you can afford. Brakes, maintenance, repairs, we do it all.
America comes to Brakes Plus.
You don't need a little black dress, or fancy reservations, or even an apron. All you need for this gourmet meal is a preheated oven and a comfy spot on the couch. Home-baked Papa Murphy's Chicken Bacon Artichoke Gourmet Delight with fresh spinach, grilled chicken, artichoke hearts, and bacon on a crispy thin crust. Just $9 for a large. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
For anyone who's ever had a brother,
we have a bond that's deeper and more meaningful than any other.
There's 2.5 Men.
Tonight at 10 and 10:30 on Fox 21.
All right, well, happening this weekend, a celebration of all military and first responders is coming to the World Arena. Joining us tonight is Joe Pock, director of the Colorado Military Tattoo. And so we're going to talk a little bit about this event. How are you, by the way?
I'm doing very good. Thanks for having me.
Good, of course. So tell us about the event and when it's happening.
Sure. The event is, it actually stems from a centuries-old military tradition, and it's the same tradition that gave us the bugle call, taps. And so over time, though, these shows have transformed into these big, epic productions. And so 2 years ago, we started one here. So we're in our 2nd annual year. It's coming up this Saturday at the Broadmoor World Arena. We have more than 400 performers and production crew in the arena. And just a ton of stuff going on this next couple of days to get us ready for this major show where we bring in lighting, sound, video, and combine all these performers into one big show.
So besides the performers, what could I expect if I go?
Well, we have a big video screen on the arena floor. It's a 1,500-inch TV screen that'll fill the arena floor, and then we have all the lighting and sound that goes with it. Everything's timed out perfectly, and it's very patriotic, very inspiring. We play very cool music like Disney's Fantasmic, Amazing Grace. We have music from The Gladiator and Saving Private Ryan in the show. So it's a very diverse show that's a lot of fun.
Awesome. And I know every year, you know, these events, you try to do something new. Are you guys doing something different this year?
Yeah, we are. In fact, this year's theme is celebrating what a wonderful world. So Louis Armstrong's song will be sang by our choir, and we may even have a little Louis Armstrong there.
Very cool. And if folks want to get tickets, where do they go?
Any Tickets West outlets, so King Soopers, Pikes Peak Center, World Arena, or our website at www.heroshow.org.
Okay, so this Saturday, 3 o'clock, 7:30. Awesome. Yep. All right, Joe. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Coming up, you'll pick up a hefty fine if you don't clean up after your furry friends. But how can someone know it's your dog who left behind their tracks? We'll tell you next.
Southwest Motors is partnering with Fox 21 News to bring you closed captioning. Skip the gimmicks. Don't stress. Drive Southwest. Southwest Motors. Drive happy.
This winter, get big savings at Discount Tire.
Buy now and get a $50 Visa prepaid card on any set of Winter tires purchased with your Discount Tire credit card. When the temperature drops, Winter tires are safer below 45 degrees. Specially designed tread provides a better contact patch for safe handling, and a special rubber compound keeps the tire flexible for superior traction. Stay safe and get your Winter tires today. Thank you, Discount Tire.
Great change comes from doing the right thing. Like the radical idea that health isn't an industry, it's a cause. So we do things differently. We combine care and coverage and believe prevention is the most powerful of cures. So forgive us for not going with the flow. We just think the flow should go with us. Which makes us rebels with one cause, your health.
This is Black Friday.
Oh my God.
Does anybody want to be part of this?
No.
Well, Chevy has a better way with Black Friday deals all month long.
That's a great idea.
What if you could get up to 20% cash back when you bought it? Bam!
20% back? That's awesome.
It's Black Friday. Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. Or get 0% financing for 72 months on 2015 Silverado light-duty models.
See your Southern Colorado Chevy dealers.
Push. Push.
Peach or plum? You're right. I'll get them both.
Enjoy shopping at Gordmans.com. Anytime, anywhere.
Put the phone down.
As an everyday business person, I'm not Colonel Sanders. Why, sometimes I'm just too busy to cook dinner. So I just pick up KFC's $20 family fill-up with 8 pieces of delicious original recipe chicken. It's finger-licking good.
Asian Pacific Market offers the best cuisine from all over the world. Special foods, international products, and spices from Asia, Mexico, South America, and Europe. We carry live seafood, the freshest meat, vegetables, and fruits, in addition to a large selection of other hard-to-find items. In many cases, our prices beat our competition. Stop by our deli for some dim sum, roast duck, or other Chinese entrees before you go. Asian Pacific Market, open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Located 1 mile east of Academy off Platte and Wooten.
Check this out. One apartment complex in Colorado is trying to get a new way to encourage pet owners to clean up after their furry friends. Drew Engelbart has more.
Kind of the running joke with my family now is your dog poops $100 bills.
The policy doesn't come as a surprise for this resident.
Good girl, actually.
It was on his lease he signed about a year ago, but the $200 fine was a shocker.
No, I'm not disputing that they're making that up because you know I think they found some DNA, but it's near impossible to get every single piece, especially when the grass is long and you have such a small dog.
The apartment complex says they are pet friendly, and when you move in, your dog is required to do a basic cotton swab test, and the DNA is entered into a database.
I had a young girl that lives across from me, and she came out and she's really stressed out. Every time she's picking dog mess up, she's got a flashlight, and I come out with a brighter flashlight, and I'm trying to helping her pick it up.
If they find pet waste and it matches your dog's DNA, you're on the hook for a $100 fine.
I think they've taken it too far, yeah. I think that's what most people think is it's a good idea, and I think it's a great idea too, but I think they've taken it too far.
The apartment complex told us they have a lot of pet lovers and want to keep the property as clean as possible. And one resident who didn't want to be identified agreed.
I think the policy is actually great. It keeps it clean and it holds people responsible for their pets. You know, it's difficult having dogs within an apartment building, but at the same time, that's a choice that we make. So after your fine once, hopefully you learn your lesson and, pick it up after.
Pretty interesting. Well, the Broncos are gearing up to take on the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday. Fox 21's Allison Mastrangelo was up at the practice today and has more. Hey, Allison.
Hey, Aisha, the Broncos practicing inside today because of the cold and snowy weather. Peyton Manning not practicing because of a sore foot, but is expected to work out on Thursday. Head coach Gary Kubiak says his main focus is lowering the number of penalties because he doesn't want to have that reputation in the league.
That's something we got to change, I know one thing, I don't want to lose the way we're playing defense. I don't want to lose that in the back half of the season, but I do definitely want to correct and cut down on, the penalties that we've had. Special teams offense have not been bad, but defensively we got to get them corrected.
Manning also has the chance to make history in Sunday's game. He is 3 yards away from breaking Brett Favre's all-time passing record, and he needs a win to have the most victories by a starting quarterback in NFL history, which Favre and Manning are tied at right now with 186 wins apiece. Aisha?
Thanks so much. Well, cooler temperatures, even cooler numbers on our doorsteps.